Genesis chapter 37. Jacob stayed in the land of Canaan, where his father had lived. This is the story of Jacob's family. Joseph was 17 years old and helped take care of the sheep and goats with his brothers. His brothers were the sons of Bilhah and Zilpah, who were Jacob's concubines. Joseph told his father bad things about what his brothers were doing. Jacob loved Joseph more than all his other sons. He loved him so much because Joseph was born when Jacob was very old. Jacob made a special robe with long sleeves for Joseph. When Joseph's brothers saw their father loved him the most, they became very jealous. They hated Joseph and wouldn't even speak to him kindly. One day, Joseph had a dream and told his brothers about it. They hated him even more after hearing the dream. He said, "Listen to the dream I had. We were tying up bundles of wheat in the field, and my bundle stood up straight. Your bundles came around mine and bowed down to it." His brothers said, "Do you think you will be king over us and rule us?" They hated him even more because of his dreams and what he said. Then Joseph had another dream and told his brothers again. He said, "I had another dream where the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed down to me." Joseph also told his father about this dream. His father scolded him and said, "What kind of dream is that? Do you think your mother, your brothers, and I will bow down to you?" Joseph's brothers were very jealous, but his father kept thinking about the dream. One day Joseph's brothers went to Shechem to take care of the flock. Jacob said to Joseph, "Go to Shechem and see how your brothers and the flock are doing." Joseph said, "I'm ready." Jacob told him, "Go and check on your brothers and the flock, then come back and tell me how they are." So Joseph left from the Hebron Valley and went to Shechem. While Joseph was wandering around in the fields, a man saw him. The man asked, "What are you looking for?" Joseph said, "I'm looking for my brothers who are taking care of the flock. Do you know where they are?" The man said, "They have left. I heard them say they were going to Dothan." So Joseph went to Dothan and found his brothers there. When they saw him coming from far away, they made a plan to kill him. They said, "Here comes that dreamer. Let's kill him and throw him into a dry well. We can say a wild animal killed him. Then we'll see what happens to his dreams." Reuben heard them and wanted to save Joseph. He said, "Let's not kill him. Just throw him into this well in the desert, but don't hurt him." Reuben planned to rescue Joseph later and take him back to their father. When Joseph arrived, his brothers grabbed him. They took off his special robe with long sleeves. Then they threw him into the dry well. While they were eating, they saw a group of Ishmaelites traveling to Egypt. The Ishmaelites' camels were carrying spices and perfumes. Judah said, "What will we get by killing our brother and hiding it? Let's sell him to the Ishmaelites instead. We won't hurt him, because he's our own brother." The brothers agreed to this plan. When some Midianite traders passed by, the brothers pulled Joseph out of the well. They sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. The Ishmaelites took Joseph to Egypt. Later, Reuben came back to the well and saw that Joseph was gone. He tore his clothes in sadness. He went back to his brothers and said, "The boy is gone. What am I going to do?" Then they killed a goat and dipped Joseph's robe in the blood. They took the robe to their father and said, "We found this. Is it your son's robe?" Jacob recognized it and said, "Yes, it's Joseph's robe. A wild animal must have killed him. My son Joseph has been torn to pieces." Jacob tore his clothes in sorrow and wore sackcloth. He mourned for Joseph for a long time. All his children tried to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. He said, "I will mourn for my son until I die." So Jacob continued to be very sad for Joseph. Meanwhile, in Egypt, the Midianites sold Joseph to a man named Potiphar. Potiphar was one of the king's officers and the captain of the palace guard.